Light blinking.
Can you hear
Can you hear me now?
Just
Hit the
one,
ones and
one, one.
twos.
If you hear.
We didn't go live yesterday. We were
Can y'all hear? Press 1. Yeah, okay, they hear.
Okay. We didn't go live yesterday, so y'all did not miss us yet. Yesterday was just random lives. This one. What you touching, baby? Can y'all hear me still?
Y'all.
She's a toucher. She's a toucher. We're gonna wait till a few more people get in the chat. Oh, we almost at 17. What's up? What's up? What's up?
So y'all hit that like button.
No sound. You still got no sound?
No, she said 1.
Well, Joan said no sound. She said we didn't have any
No,
sound.
ask them, can you hear? Because sometimes other people can hear. See, she said yeah, she can hear.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. All right. As you see from the, let's first recognize it is Black History Month. It should be Black History every day of the month of the year, but we got a month, so that's the day. That's February, and that's what we're in right now. So, as you can see from the title, we're going to touch on that particular Gayle King and the situation with the Lisa Leslie interview and Koby Bryant and everything. We're going to touch on that, and that's going to start our conversation. It never stays that way. Always goes other places. Hey, Ronnie girl. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Hey, Malia and Nathan and Sharon and Carol and Sweets and T95 and Joan and Regina. Hey, how we doing? Hey, y'all. Every now and again, y'all might see a taquito pop in because your girl went to 7-Eleven to get some beverages. Because, that's what I do. That's what I do. Hey, Sweets. Hey, Grams. That's what I do. So the taquitos called my name. They said, hello. And I said, hey. And he jumped in the bag. And come with me. Y'all, come on, hit them like buttons for you, girl. Hit them like buttons. Hit them. Bang them, smash them. Make them sing. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, I'm assuming that everyone has seen Grams. I'm assuming that everyone has seen or heard about the interview that Gayle King did with Lisa Leslie. Okay. Gayle is a journalist. Got no problem with that. I have no problem with asking the hard questions. Or my issue was this: once the question was asked and answered, and you saw that the person you were asking the question, all right, baby, the person you were asking the question did not want to delve any deeper into the question that you asked, move on. However, she did not move on. All righty. My issue was that, so here's the thing, guys. We've all done things in our past that we're not proud of, that we don't want anybody to know about, that people do know about, but we wish they would forget. We've been accused of things we have not done. We have gotten away with stuff we have done. However, once you move past that, once the trials are over and the people have been sued or not sued or whatever, and you've done something positive with your life. I'm just not talking about Koby. I'm talking about everybody. Hey, Robin. I'm talking about everybody. I'm just not talking about Koby. But the problem is not bringing up Koby's past. The problem is the time in which his past was brought up. The entire world was still grieving the loss of Koby Bryant during this interview. His wife and children were still probably stunned into a state in which they'd never been by the loss of their father and their husband. So the necessity to bring up the most hurtful part of somebody's past, I don't think there was one. especially with somebody who had nothing to do with it. Now, while they may have been friends at the time, while they may have played basketball together at the time, Lisa Leslie had nothing to do with it. So once you broached the subject to her and she rebuffed you, you should have went on to your next question, your next set of questions. As an interviewer, I'm assuming that you does that if a set of questions does not go your way, you have another one. Hey, Valerie. Hey, y'all. Yes, it was ill-timed, T95. It was ill-timed. Nobody has, before his passing, we talked about his philanthropic work. We talked about him, mentoring the young ladies on the basketball team in which his daughter played and the two little girls who were on the plane. I'm sorry, I do not know their names offhand. And I don't want to try to remember their names and be wrong. But the two young ladies and their family, we extend here, the Mom Squad and DC Kool-Aid and Lisa, we extend our most heartfelt condolences, because I cannot imagine waking up and my wife and my son are gone. I can't imagine that. I cannot imagine that particular devastation. Oh, no, you didn't miss anything. We're just talking about the Gayle King interview, Koby Bryant. It's Black History Month, things like that. Hey, Frank G. And I just wanted to touch on it because it's going to be beat to death. The people who are coming out against Gayle King, I don't think that, I understand people being upset with her. There are ways to say things. I think that some people did not speak correctly when they spoke out against what she did, because attacking her personally was not necessary. Because here's the thing. Let me let y'all in on a little secret. I didn't realize that karma was a bitch until it bit me. And then when people always saying that, don't worry, they'll get theirs. Trust me. If you're doing something and you mean somebody ill will when you do it, when I tell you that it will come back on you in ways that you do not want, please be careful. Right, T95. Please be very careful what you do. Because when it comes back, oh, baby, don't be on the bad end of that comeback. So if here's the thing. I don't know. I'm not an interviewer, so I don't know. I don't know what you do when you get ready for interviews, and I don't know how you go about it. I don't know. I don't know if you do it for the rating. I don't know. So I'm not going to sit up here and speculate as to why she broached the subject in the way that she did and who she did it with. However, as somebody stated in the chat, it is ill-timed. And as T95 stated, here's the thing. When you're going up against somebody because of what they did, not necessarily the person, but something they did, make sure you have that exact same energy for everyone who has been accused and or convicted of the exact same thing in the entertainment world. If you're a reporter and you are in the entertainment world and you are that kind of hard-hitting boom pow, right, Carol? I didn't think that was necessary. If you're that kind of person, make sure your energy is 100 across the board. You understand what I'm saying? It's like at work. I'm gonna give you an example so we can understand how it affects people. At my job, I'm not going no names, but a young lady was accused of doing something. And this is not a first accusation. This is not a first write-up or a situation where you're not supposed to be doing something. However, constantly, she has not gotten the appropriate consequences for her actions. It's been constant. However, you want to fire or take the hours away from other people who have not done a minuscule. Hey, Kitty. Hey, y'all. Anybody else see? I'm Bridget. Hey, everybody. If I haven't said your name, that does not mean I love you any less. It's just that, I'm talking and I ain't necessarily looking. So she's not had the appropriate consequences for her actions. They don't have the same energy for her as they have for other people. Which means don't come at me telling me nothing. If you can't do the same thing to her, yes, he was, Regina. If you can't do the same thing for her that you'll do for somebody else, then you can't tell me nothing. I'd advise you not to. That's what happens when you don't have the same energy across the board. See, here's the problem with the amount of, let's say, not people of color who in the entertainment industry who have been accused of sexual issues, sexual assault, misconduct, whatever. The energy is not the same when it comes to asking people questions about them. So you come off as somebody who, at a time when somebody has passed away, Koby was 40 years old, 41 years old. He was a baby. He still had years to go, and he was making strides that a lot of us cannot say that we're making in the community. He was doing all the stuff that you want somebody with his money and his stature to do. Now, what he did 20 years ago was almost 20 years ago, 17 years ago. He has to deal with the consequences to that. He has to deal with the karma for that. He has to deal with everything, especially if he actually did do it and just was not convicted or not, did not pay for it. In what way? He paid for it, but not in the way that everybody thinks he does. So he has to deal with that. However, this is not the time for us to deal with it for him. He has 3 children and 1 wife sitting there with their mouths open, wondering why this man and her daughter is not walking through their door anymore. And you worried about something he did 20 years ago that you have not brought up in them 20 years. When is the last time before his passing did anybody have this big story? Koby has won Oscars. Koby has won championships. Koby has done everything in between the time that happened and the time he passed away. Why do you take the time when he's not here to defend himself, when he's not here to say anything or to not say anything, but have the ability to? Come on now. You got to have that same energy. You got to, when you're doing something to somebody, you got to have the same energy for the other people who are doing the same thing. If you don't, close your mouth, sit down, don't say nothing. Because what happens is what's happening. You're going to get people who are pissed off. And you know how people are when someone they admire, someone that they look up to, someone that they've lost, and now they have to listen to what sounded like a very disrespectful set of questions to somebody who had nothing to do with the situation. On more than one occasion, Lisa was like, she was doing the very diplomatic, very, very wise thing of deflecting and like, I don't think I should, you know what I'm saying? She's doing the not trying to get upset, trying to keep the interview going, but you just kept going. And that's the problem. Now I'm going to address the people who did not know how to address that. I can't tell nobody how to be mad with somebody. I can't tell nobody what they supposed to say to nobody. Yeah, babe. Hold on one second. Yeah. Give my wallet. Come on in. You look nice.
It's a really weird question, but
do you want some?
How do I fit this in? There's no space.
Just put it on the bottom shelf, babe.
Like either there's no, like that's what I was about to put it, but there's no space.
Just sit it by the refrigerator. I'll go in there and put it in there later on. It's not gonna wilt or die before there.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. Yes, Frank G. Had Koby never passed away, nobody would have said anything. And nobody else did say anything. See, here's the problem. It wasn't an across the board situation. It wasn't that every media outlet was talking about what he did in the past. It wasn't every reporter wasn't talking about it. It was a one-on situation that say hi to the people.
Everybody.
Sorry, y'all. My bad. He's getting ready to leave the house. I didn't want him to leave the house empty-handed. All right. Here, babe. That should be enough for y'all to play and eat. You know what I'm saying? Put it in your wallet. Be careful. Text me when you get there, okay? All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yes, she did. Lisa Leslie surely did. Yes, he didn't stop working. Yes, he did. Now, on to the people who attacked Gayle. There's a way to attack people without making it a personal thing. I can't tell nobody how to be mad. However, you can be mad as you want to be, but you got to be mad in the right way, because now it just looks like you're being, it takes away from your anger. You express the fact that when you show people their ignorance, do not expose yours. Yes, Carol, she did. Hey, Tanya. Hey, y'all. Nick going on a date. He going to Chuck E. Cheese with his not girlfriend. Our birthday tomorrow. So I'm thinking that's what he ain't saying. So back to what we're talking about. When you want to expose someone's ignorance, do not expose your own in the process. Okay? Snoop said what he said. That's who he is. Y'all act like, here's the thing. He was out of line, but that's who he is. Understand, we're not talking about Kirk Franklin. We're talking about Snoop Doggy Dogg. Okay? So you got to look at who he is. And we can hope and pray that he has grown past who he is. But that's who you are when you get mad and something has pissed you off. I can't sit up there and say that you're not going to sit up there and say what the hell come to your mind. And sometimes we should really censor what we say. We should really sit down and think before we speak, especially if we're speaking on a platform where billions of people are going to hear, see, or respond to it. Because I only have a few hundred people that will see me talking. So I still censor what I say, because you never know who's listening. That being said, like I said, I can't tell nobody how to be mad. However, I mean, we're grown now. Don't threaten the lady. Don't wish bodily harm on her. Don't do any of that. Because we want to expose the ignorance of others, not expose our ignorance in the process, because once we do, everything we say is negated. Everything we say is not paid attention to. The things that we really want to get across, nobody wants to hear because of the other things we have said. So when you are trying to talk to people and when you are pissed off, before you speak, get all that shit out your system. Doesn't find me some of the things he said in blatant disrespect. Yes, T95. Here's the thing. Carol Williams said you can be mad and you can be upset and you can be hurt, but threatening, calling names. Yes, that's the thing. Here. We are nobody. Y'all love me. But the reality is that a few thousand people see me and that's it. Snoop Dogg is beloved around the world, but we forgot where he came from. We forgot who he is. You can't forget who somebody is, because that's a part of who they are as a whole. So you take that shit with a grain of salt. Somebody will tell Snoop, hey, Asian. Somebody will tell Snoop that, hey, player, you might want to go back and check it out. Because at the end of the day, he is a businessman. He ain't as stupid as we think he are. So at the end of the day, he'll clarify, but he meant what he said. And I'm sure a lot of people meant what they said when they spoke out against her. However, like I said, we want to expose what ignorance is. We don't want to expose ours, because then nobody will pay attention to what we're saying. That's all I'm saying. To anybody, if you don't like what somebody said, that's fine. You want to speak out on what somebody said, that's fine. You want to go in the comments and the chat and you want to put some on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat and say how you feel about something, that's fine. But if you want people to pay attention to what you say, make sure what you say is something worth paying attention to. You can express your anger without people looking at, well, hell, what you did was worse than what she did. What you saying is worse than what she did. Attack her questions, attack her attack her effectiveness as a reporter. Do not attack her personally. That's all I'm saying. Or anybody for that matter. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Snoop said a few things the first time he came out. Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe you shouldn't have said it like that. I mean, because I was, yeah. If you might want to go back, Tanya, and look at what Snoop first said, because he was still like 19 and still in Long Beach. So I'm just let you go with that, okay? So when we speak out against something, when we state our opinion, we want people to listen to us. We want our opinion to have an effect. You can't do that if people are going, well, what you doing and what you saying is worse than what they did. So now let's focus on you. You take the focus off of what the problem is and you add to the problem. Yeah, I charged it to his heart. I mean, I understood he was pissed off. A lot of people were. I mean, not a Lakers fan. I'm cool with Kobe. Every time I play some trash ball at work and make a basket, I say Kobe, and I still do it. And I feel a little sad when I do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my way of I'm honoring him. Because the baby did such good stuff. So I can't take that away from him. I also cannot allow anybody to tarnish that with questions that should not have been asked of the person that you were asking. The only person you should ask those questions of is deceased. If you are not here to defend yourself against whatever, then don't do that. Don't do that, people. For everybody about to fight me, I've never been the biggest Michael Jackson fan in the whole wide world. My bad. And I think he did 90% of that stuff they said he did. But however, attacking him now when he's not here, I wouldn't do that. Because he can't defend himself. And we all, regardless of what anybody says, is going to think what we want to think. We are. Doesn't matter what was said on any situation. We think what we want to think. You can't change our mind. But if somebody is not able to defend themselves, then please go to somebody who is here and able to defend themselves. Trust me, we have millions of people in the industry right now, in the entertainment industry right now, that you can attack for bullshit. Every time we turn around, somebody is being accused of some kind of sexual misconduct. Interview them. Let's get that out. Let's do that. Let's talk about stuff we can actually affect change in. Not something that you cannot change. And only reason you're doing it is to inflame people and to get ratings. Come on now, it's so much stuff. It is so much stuff that you can do. Right. All right, here we go. Attack her one-sided. Yes, T95, you're correct. Snoop was wrong, but Gayle, you're right, Bridget. They were. Yeah, Snoop should. Yeah. Right. He took the attention off Gayle, so now people are on him. And then Oprah spoke out, and Auntie, don't nobody want to hear what you got to say neither. Because here's the thing: you can't be hugging and kissing on folks when everybody and their grandmama say they're nasty and you shouldn't touch them. And then, but you don't have that same energy for them either. So Gayle is not doing okay. Well, guess what? Hey, Elder. Hey, y'all. Guess what? She brought that on herself. She was on. If nobody got any crazier than what I'm saying, she would have had millions of people saying what I'm saying. And I'm sure that is hard. But she brought that on herself. You need to go over there and sit down somewhere for somebody to get something on you. Now, here's the thing. Oprah, Gayle, and everybody else, we ain't got the money to go back and forth with them. I do not have the money to go back and forth with them. I don't have the money to go back and forth with the dude at old McDonald's. So I'm definitely not going back and forth with Oprah. However, get somewhere and sit down. Sit down, sis. Sit down, auntie. Because she brought it on herself. Now she got to get off Monday. Or just ride that out. Just ride it out. You should have thought before you spoke. You should have really you should have thought about these questions before you spoke them. You should have thought about the repercussions for what you're saying. Don't think that because people love Oprah, they're going to love you. No, they love Oprah. You just her friend. That's just like how it is in the real world. Don't think because you hang with all the popular people, your ass popular too. No, they just your friend. You ain't got the same, you don't have the same clout as your bestie. So you got to really, really think about what you did. And your apologies are going to mean nothing because you meant to say what you said. Y'all know how I feel about bullshit ass apologies and forgiveness. If you meant to say what you said, don't apologize for it because you're not sorry. So your apology is unnecessary. And it's actually very, very hurtful because you're just trying to placate and bullshit. Keep that to yourself. You meant to say what you say. You meant to ask those questions because you continue. Had you asked the first one and understood that it wasn't going the way you wanted it to go, you would have went, ooh, let me pull that back. Let me rewind. Let me ask her about some basketball or something. No, you just kept going and going and going. And she kept hitting that karate. She was Bruce Lee in them answers. She was trying to get you, but you kept going. So you asked for that. Be careful what you wish for. That's the media if you're famous and you pass. Yeah, I mean, come on now. People talk about you when you're here. But it's so much easier to talk about somebody who is not here because they can't say anything. Now, I'm of the mind of this. If you talk about me, then I can't change your mind. So I'm not going to argue with you. Whatever you said is true. If you say I'm a 7 foot tall, transvestite, Sasquatch, then that's what I am. Thank you, Elder. That's what I am. I'm a transvestite, Bigfoot. Fine. I'm not going to argue with you. I hide it well. I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you. Let's get out here and vote. Yes. We're going to go to that, Carol. All right. So that was, be careful what you wish for. Don't pick with people that people love. Because when somebody loves somebody, be it a star or be it just your best friend, they will take up for them. And everybody is not nice. Everybody is not just going to say what they want to say and move on. Some people are going to have issue with you. She got death threats for that. She got to die. Don't kill her. First of all, y'all, death is not a punishment. Okay? Everybody get to hollering about they need to die. No, what they need to do is sit there and marinate. Think about it. They need to just sit in a cell by themselves, looking at the toilet that they got to do in front of everybody else, and they got to sit there and marinate on it. And you know what? Because I'm telling y'all some good stuff. What your mind do to you is worse than anything else. Yes. All right. So we're going to move up a little bit. The thing about it is, when you were talking about Koby, you also affected the other people who were on that plane at the time who lost loved ones. Understand, you have 2 kids right now that do not have their sister or their parents because their mama, daddy, and their sister was on that plane. So now every time y'all sit up there and talk about what Koby did and this, that, and the third, you bring it up to the other people who lost relatives. There were 9 people on that plane, not 2. But you had 2 very high-profile people so that every time somebody speaks about Koby, if you think that does not affect the other people that lost somebody on that plane, then you are sadly mistaken. If you can't say something nice, my grandmama said, if I can't say something nice, then I need to shut the hell up. So guess what I do 90% of the time? You gone?
Yeah.
All right, I love you. If you can't say something nice, shut the hell up. Shut up. That's why I sit here most of the time looking crazy, because I can't think of nothing nice to say. Every time y'all come on there talking about Kobe and this, and the third, and then you kind of throw them other people in there. Oh, and the other people that were on the plane. Come on now. That ain't cool. If you lost somebody, your loss is just as important as the loss of Kobe. The loss of your sister, the loss of your mother, the loss of your father is just as important. Let's remember that. 9 people lost their lives that day. 3 children lost their lives that day. Parents lost their lives that day. Let's take the names out of it and just mourn the loss. A senseless, just loss. And stop bringing up stuff to hurt people's feelings when they're not here. What are you doing with that? What did it prove? What did you accomplish? If you're just doing stuff for the hell of it, then shame on you. Okay? All right. We can still go back to that, but we're going to move forward a little bit. Let's go forward. Let's scooch into February. It is February and it's Black History Month. Hello. How you doing? To all the Black people and the people with Black family members and the people with Black grandbabies. Hello. How you doing? Oh, my people, my people. Bless their heart. Some of the funniest things I saw was on Facebook after the thing saying how Gayle King lost her Black card in Black History Month, or the Black delegation. We would like to trade Gayle King for Nancy Pelosi or somebody else. I'm sitting there going, on a lighter note, yeah, whoever said that. Yeah, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Always. Yes, Carol. And Carol is correct. When people pass away, even if you don't know them, but you know they passed away, there should be a little tug, because that's a life lost. That's adventures and experiences that would never happen. That is little girls who would never go to their prom. A father who would never walk his daughter down the aisle. Parents who would not see their 2 other babies grow up. Understand that regardless of what their name is, their memory should be respected. If you didn't even... Here's the thing. People always say, hold on, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Every now and again, this is a segue. Every now and again, you ever go into 7-Eleven and just got to get some taquitos? Well, that's what I did today. So if every now and again I'm going to bite on this keto while we're talking. Yes, you have to have, hey, kitty, you have to have empathy. You have to feel something. That's a part of the human condition. We're about self, which is fine. But we're not an island on this world. We survive by each one of us looking out for the other one, even in ways we don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? I know. Taquitos, my bad. They're not really good for you, but they're necessary. Sometimes you just need a 7-Eleven taquito. All right. On to Black History Month. Let's get rid of the sadness. Gayle, come on, babe. You know that was wrong. Hey, come on. Come on. I know you looked at the interview and went, oh, well, damn. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's too late now. You got to deal with the consequences of your actions, baby. And for everybody out there, stop threatening that woman's life or threatening her with death or calling her this, and the third, because that doesn't help anything. If you want her to pay for what she did in some short way, the best way for people who make their living on television is to not watch them. It's like YouTube. Guess what? You want me to go away? Don't watch my videos. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to thumbs down it. Just don't watch. You want Gayle to understand the consequence. You want her to reap what she sowed. Make it hard for her to get another interview. Make it hard for her. Make her interviews that are televised a waste of time and money. And guess what? The powers that be will do. Make sure she don't go on there no more. All right. I don't know. Nick don't. They a little spicy. Nick ain't about spicy, but everybody need the keto. I'm looking at the chat, y'all. And you know I'm in here by myself. So, all right. So let us go to all my people of color and those that are not. Yes. Let me tell y'all something. Segue, and this is going to take us into Black History Month, because we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we need to do better, us people of color. You want somebody to stop doing something? Stop giving them your money. If you keep going to the same nail salon and every time you leave there you pissed off, don't go back. If you keep going to the same beauty supply store and they follow you around and still take your money, don't go back. You keep going to the local bodega and the dude behind the counter act like you're a serial killer, stop giving your money. Stop. Stop begging people to like us. Stop begging people to include us. Stop begging people to take our money and still make us feel some kind of way. You want people to start understanding the power of a people? You start showing them what power is. And power is money. And if you take their money, guess what? They will start to recognize that we in this country, people of color, are a $1 billion industry. Keep on messing with us, and those billions of dollars will go somewhere else to someone else. We were, we house hunting. So we went to our house. It was good. We filled out every scrap of paper and gave up all our information just to be told. First of all, they didn't answer our emails in a timely fashion. That was very unbusinesslike, but regardless. So when we finally did get something back, they decided that they didn't want such a big family in their house. What? Oh, did you run our credit? No, we didn't run anything. Oh, so you saw the pictures on the ID and we were too big for your house. Okay. Well, then don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We'll get you a small, you make sure a smaller family goes in there, okay? That don't quite look like we do. Let me tell you something, people. We beg to be included, people of color. We buy the expensive purses and shoes. We go to the places where they follow us around when we get in there. Every time you look back, somebody's looking around a corner at us. We wear their clothes. We take pictures on Instagram and Snapchat. We advertise, free advertisement. Popeye's Chicken had free advertisement. Hundreds, millions of dollars of free advertising. Because of us. Because of us. It was fried chicken. Who do you think they were talking about? You want to show people how important we actually are? No, she didn't get it. Oh, they didn't. But see, I don't let that bother me, because I know that in 2020, racism is alive and well. And it's bright and shiny, and it doesn't even hide in the closet anymore. You remember when they used to hide in the closet like gay people? It's out more than we are. You can't even have your work uniform on. You can't work for FedEx or UPS if you're black, because clearly you're stealing. You can't be an EMT. I saw that the other day. I was like, what the hell? What? So I understand that folks just don't like people because of the color of their skin. I get that. But make no mistake about it. Don't do your part. Don't worry about it. If we all did our part, if we all spent our money, hold on, I can't see that. If we all spent our money, if we all spent our money on where people actually appreciated us spending our money and stop just handing out our money. Stop handing out our money trying to look like them, trying to look like we're rich, trying to look like we're more than we are. I'm good with being what I am. Hey, Beverly. Hey, y'all. I'm good with being who and what I am. I don't have to have, y'all do know I will put a I went and bought a $6 unicorn backpack from Walmart, and I carry it like it is Louis Vuitton, out of the Louis Vuitton store. You know, not the bootleg off Wish or whatever. Stop trying to fit in. Don't try to fit in, try to stand out. This is file discrimination charges. You know how hard, let me tell you something, y'all. Let me tell you how hard it is to have. You have to prove in the situation that they really and truly discriminated us on our color. It's hard to do. And in the end of the day, I'm going to spend my money trying to do something and prove a point than I will ever win. Taquito. Excuse me. So, that was the discrimination charges. I don't care if you only got $20. Spend your $20 somewhere where you don't feel bad when you walk out the store. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, Trump did show us exactly how they feel about Black History Month. When you gave Rush Limbaugh the Medal of Freedom, I was like, he can't be that stupid. But I guess so. And Rush accepted it like he was Saint Rush, and he never said no crazy stuff out of his mouth. And I'm just sitting there going, okay. That's what we're doing now? Yeah, that's what we're doing now. Okay. You know what? That's just a medal and a piece of fabric. We all know, and he knows who and what he is. The president does. Rush Limbaugh does. The Senate does. And the reality is, ain't nothing we can do about it. TC! Hey! We can't do nothing about it. We can only do for ourselves. We can only do what we can do. And we need to do that. Even our small things. Don't think that because you are not wealthy, you are not a millionaire, you are not this, and the third, that what you do doesn't matter. Today at the basketball game, you know, after the game, Charles talks to the boys and he peps them up, and, you know, he talks to them, and got shot with Kobe food. I don't know, Anonymous. I don't know. They said it was not a system failure, so I don't know what happened. All right, but I forgot. Y'all know what? My brain is just done. Oh yeah. So he was sitting up there talking, and he said, "Don't think that because you're not the best player, that you're not as appreciated as if you were. Because the reality is that you don't have to have $1 million to affect $1 million worth of change. Just do it. You don't have to be Kobe to affect change in somebody's life. You don't. Just do it. If your platform is YouTube, get on here, and if you affect one person, if you can help one person, then guess what? That person will help somebody. And that's how it starts. You can affect change if you want to, or you can just complain about it and not do anything about it and let change affect you. That's what we don't understand. When times change, we are affected. If we don't change with them, and if we don't try to affect our own change, we will allow things to happen to us. Yes, you can allow things to happen to you. And when you do, don't be mad. It's just like when we talk about on our relationship shows, and we talk about cheating. If you have constantly said it is okay for you to cheat on me, guess what? They're going to continue to do it. If you constantly forgive them and they don't change the behavior that they had when you forgave them, then they're going to do it again. But guess what? You have now given them permission because they know you ain't going nowhere. Because you're letting change affect you. You have to affect the change. If you want different, you have to be different. You have to do different. If you don't want to feel the same way you felt when you woke up this morning, thank you, Beverly, then you got to be a little different when you go to bed tonight. Because if you go to bed the same and wake up the same, guess what's going to happen? The same stuff. You do not have to take the things that are given to you, the little scraps and scoops that are passed out, like the little baby scoops of Chipotle. You can always go, hey, can I get a little more? Because that's not fair what you did the first time. Let's do better the next time. Now, I'm just a bartender. I've been in my job almost 6 years. And guess what? I ain't going to do what I ain't going to do. I'm not going to stand for what I ain't going to stand for. And the last time this dude lied on me is the last time he going to lie on me. I told them, and I'll tell anybody, the day that he comes in, I'm not going to work. If I come in, he's there, I'm going to leave. If you don't tell me the day before he gets there so that I can get somebody to cover my shift, then that's going to be ass on you because I'm not going to work because you ain't going to allow me but one more time. You got that first time. That second time is the only time. I'm done. And he is the regional manager. If you got to be that nitpicky pain in the assy, well, then guess what you about to do today, bartend? And I'll see you tomorrow. See you when I see you. You have to affect your change. And it's little. It's a little thing. Hey, Crystal. Hey, y'all. Anybody I missed? I'm so sorry if I missed y'all. TC. Yes. TC said it. Let me tell you something. If you bring it to the table, then guess what? Can't nobody say nothing. If you just sit down and accept what they put in front of you, you can't say nothing. I buy the bacon, I fry the bacon, I feed them the bacon. You don't want to eat the bacon, scoop it over because that's what I'm serving today. You want something else? Give it to me, tell it to me, and I'll make it. If I'm bringing it, I'm bringing what I want to bring. Just as simple as that. We have to, people. We have to. Black History Month is just a focus. It's just a focus. It gives people time to say things. It gives us a reason. But every day should be a history day. You should know what's going on. You should know where you come from so you can know where you're going. You should know what the people did that came before us to allow us to be where we are now, so that we can do things for when our kids come up, they can be a step higher. And then the same thing, and then the same thing. And eventually, we may never be on even ground. But I'm not going to be so low you look down at me either. You hear me? Not going to be so low you look down at me. We may never be on even ground. And you may never look up at me, but I will not allow you to look down on me either. Yeah. I saw him crying. I put it to you like this, to give you an understanding of why people are talking about Rush Limbaugh and him receiving the Medal of Freedom at the State of the Union address at the same time when a 100-year-old Tuskegee Airman was sitting in the same place. This is what Rush Limbaugh said to a caller on his radio show. How about you take the bone out your nose so I can understand what you're saying? He was talking about a young black lady who called in, which I don't understand why anybody of color would call into the show, but then that's just me. Or I'm not saying slavery was right, but it did build America. Really? Yeah, okay. All right. I feel you. See, these are the things he said and he still says. He's misogynistic, racist, women, people of color. There you go. And he has the Medal of Freedom. Yay. Clearly, y'all thought somebody else was going to get it? Who y'all thought he was going to get it to? Who did you think Trump was going to give it to, y'all? 45 was acquitted. Evidence upon evidence upon evidence. Still acquitted. There was no need to impeach him. He didn't do nothing wrong. After that, he fired the 2 people who testified against him because he didn't do nothing wrong. You know. Let me tell you something, y'all. If you are a connoisseur of YouTube, you can understand how people do not see what's right in front of them. Okay? It does not matter what is said, what he's done. He was elected. When he was elected, he had sexual assault cases, discrimination cases, and money and all kind of stuff, but they still elected him. So you actually thought they were going to impeach him? That was just wishful thinking on the Democrats' part. Yes, Carol. You thought they were going to impeach him? Come on now. They elected him. Even after he said, I can push up on, I can grab him by the pussy, I can kiss him anytime I want to, they can't say nothing. All right. Anyway. Let me tell you something. Asia. Y'all don't want him to be president again? Get out and vote. Get your kids out and voting. Stop letting people sit up here and tell you that it doesn't matter whether we vote or not. It does matter. Your grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, they died. They fought. They cried. They watched their friends die. Black and white together. Lost their lives so that you can vote, so that you can go down there and vote. Now understand, they're trying to take the rights away. Not allowing felons to vote, which they should. Once you have paid your debt to society, you should be allowed to vote once you get off whatever. I think that is wrong. Can't take no. If you want me to pay taxes, I should be able to vote. So I'm going to say that. So we're going to leave that right. You want me to pay taxes? I went to jail. I've served my time. I paid my debt to society, whatever, whoop-de-whoop. So you want me to pay taxes. However, I can't vote on what's going on in my life, but it still affects me. Nah, that ain't cool. But hey, you want to change it, vote. Those who can vote, do. Let your kids. If you tell your kids about drugs and sex, tell your kids about politics and how it affects them. because it does. Right now, the woman who is over the federal head of the education department is an idiot. A rich idiot, but idiot nonetheless. And that is who was over our kids' education. You want to pay, I have no problem making money. You want to pay superstars millions and thousands of billions of dollars. However, you don't want to pay a teacher an extra $1 a month. Come on now. You don't want to pay the people who teach our doctors, who teach our lawyers, who teach our children more money. Vote. Get in there. Flip the switch. And let's change. If you want things to change, here's the thing: you sitting on your soapbox at your house and never leaving your door and never doing anything to affect that change. You are just as bad, if not worse, than the people who are out there doing the bullshit. You know why? Because they're actively doing something. I can't fault you for getting away with the hell you can get away with. Let me tell you something. People keep on acting like, when you see something happen, you act like if you could get away with shit you wouldn't, you're lying. Here's where the lying comes in at. When you act like if you could get away with stealing some shit and never get in trouble, you say you wouldn't do it. Maybe you wouldn't, but let's say, don't say you never would. Don't sit here and be mad that old boy is president if your ass did not vote. When the election was coming, I was working, and when sports is not going on, people talk about politics in the sports bar. I don't know why. Yes. See what TC, y'all read what TC said. Okay. Because that's it. Just like no response is a response. Yes, T95. Teachers have to go to food banks. Teachers spend their own money to teach our kids because we don't give them enough money for the things that we need so that our kids can learn. However, you want to bitch at a teacher because she give your little dumbass boy a D because you ain't at home telling him what to do? Yes. I make sure that when I speak to Nicholas, I laugh and I joke and I play, but I make sure I enunciate, I spell the words. I make sure he understands what is going on, because guess what? Learning is 24/7. It is at home. It is at school. It is on the playground. It is at the grocery store. It is at Walmart. Learning does not stop because your kids leave their school. However, for 8 hours out of the day, 5 days a week, this person is teaching your young person. He is shaping the minds, and now you don't want to give. When now in high school, we don't have to send all that stuff to school. But before, I would make sure Nick had stuff, and he still got stuff upstairs from when he was in grade school. Yes, Carol. Now I'm going to say something about that black in a minute. Just put a pin. We're going to go back to that. Because right now I'm still with the teachers, and I'm still with that. I'm still with voting. Vote on your city level. Vote on your county level. Vote on your state level. Vote on your federal level. Because guess what? That is the only thing that you have. That is the only power that you have. If you don't have the money, vote. Use the powers that you have. Don't think that because you have $20, you don't have any power. Vote. Get out. Get other people to vote. Use whatever you have. Don't sit up there and say, well, because that's what I was saying. When Hillary was running, I don't want neither one of them. Why? You're going to have one of them. And I would much rather have, regardless of how you feel about Hillary Clinton, regardless about anything about that, Hillary Clinton was in the White House for 8 years, her husband, and she's been in the Senate. So I would much rather have somebody who knows how to deal with situations I don't know how to deal with than an idiot who got a TV show canceled. Okay? Hear me. You would rather have, I can't keep my TV show on TV, than I don't like what you or your husband did, but you do got more experience, so I think you'll probably do better for us. Okay. Don't sit up there and say, well, I didn't vote. You did vote. When you didn't vote, you voted for the other person. You voted against your own better interest. Understand me. When you do not take a stand, you are taking a stand, but you're standing against yourself. Sometimes you got to draw the line in the sand and mean that line. Stop scooching that bitch back because somebody else is advancing on you. Mean the line. Make the line mean something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, regardless of your financial status, regardless of what the education that you received or didn't receive, sometimes you got to make that line, and you got to make that line a wall that can't nobody cross. And we have to do that this year, people, because if we don't, I don't know how much further down we can go. America was the place that everybody wanted to live. I don't want to live nowhere else. I want to visit other places, but I want to come home. Nobody laughed at us. There was no jokes in us. Now we are. Other countries just scoff at our president. Yeah, Carol, you're right. You knew, here's the thing. The Senate had the majority, and the Senate is the one that had to pass it. You already knew that they weren't going to do anything against him. But I'm still cool with the Democrats trying. See, that's what I'm talking about. They knew they weren't going to win. They knew that the Senate was not going to do anything with Trump. They ain't did nothing with him these past 8 years. What the hell you thought they was going to do now? However, they tried. They put it out there. So now the world can see. So maybe one person who thought that Trump was the best thing since sliced bread and butter. Maybe one person went, well, goddamn. Maybe, just maybe I've been thinking wrong. And that's how it starts. That's how it starts. One person takes a stand. Somebody else realizes that maybe I might have been wrong. And you start like that. It doesn't have to be a boulder that hits you. Sometimes it's just a little pebble. Barely made a noise. But it got you to thinking. Got you to thinking. Yeah. So back on to somebody up. I put a pin in the blackness. I'm black 365 days a year. I am. But I'm also white 365 days a year. And I'm going to tell you why I said that. So, the Super Bowl. None of my teams were playing. So, I have the strangest reasons for liking. It's like if the Knicks, which never win, however, I watch them. If they're not in the championship, I went with Golden State Warriors because they remind me of Nick. It is what it is. I don't have any other reason. And I like pretty basketball. I like not people pretty. I mean the playing, the shots and things. So when the Chiefs won, Mahomes did his thing. Oh, baby, if Obama couldn't wear a tan suit, baby. You talking about half the stuff he did. Obama couldn't even wear a tan suit because he put a tan suit on. And they was like, oh, the horror of a president wearing something that's not black. Like, oh, he's an awful president because his suit is tan. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, his little girlfriend, little white girl came up there. And, people started talking. And people started trying to discount Mahomes. Because I'm assuming he said something when he was younger about the Zimmerman thing, because that's been a long time ago. And if people don't understand, Mahomes is only like 23, 24 years old. So he's a baby. So he was young when that stuff was said. So anyway, so they're trying to, well, he ain't black enough for black, girlfriend white, wada, whoop-de-whoop, yay. Let me tell y'all something. When you're biracial, as I am. My father's white, my mom's black. You have two sides. You have two ethnicities, two base ethnicities. I'm not talking about when you get down into the actual regions and everything. Yes, Devos, or whatever the hell her name is. Yeah, she is putting a foot, and not even a good, she putting her foot on the neck of education and saying, die, bitch, die. So, no. Anyway, so, when you're biracial, you're never black enough, you're never white enough. However, you do have a tendency to choose. You lean more one way than you do the other way. Even though you're equally both, you lean. I was raised in a not predominantly, I was raised in a black family. That's where I lean to. That's where I go. Because at the end of the day, when they start lynching black folks, I'm going to be in the line, just like my home's going to be in the line, just like everybody else yellow who mixed. Going to be in the same black line, like both your parents black. So make no mistake about it. They're not going to say, oh, where your dad was white. Oh, where your mom was white. However, you lean away. I dated black people, was raised by black people. Now, had I been raised by my white side, it might be different. I might not lean that way. And I might have, just depends. So he leaned toward the white side. Y'all can't be mad at the little boy for that. You can't be mad at how this little boy was raised. You can't be mad at what people taught him because I act the way I act because of what I was taught and where I was raised. He acts the way he acts because of what he was taught and where he was raised. Don't discount or don't try to put a damper on somebody's greatest day ever because you don't like their politics. They weren't playing politics. They was playing football. Leave that little boy alone. If he done did something wrong, I promise you, y'all, I am not 100% certain on everything, but I am 99.9% certain that karma is a bitch and it gets everybody when it's time. So if he did something wrong, then trust me, it'll come back on the little boy. Don't mess with his football day, his best day damn ever, because y'all don't like something he said a few years ago. You don't care. The reality is you don't. You jump on a bandwagon. You follow some shit because somebody else said something. I am sure a lot of black people agree with George Zimmerman. I am sure they ain't saying nothing. But I'm sure they did. Just like black folks say he should comply before they shot him in the back. Or why did he do this? Or the judge that hugged the girl that killed the black boy in his home. Make no mistake about it. Just because your opinion isn't a popular opinion don't mean folks don't have it. And you ain't got to like it. But that ain't got nothing to do with one specific day, one particular situation. Stop jumping on people because, look here, I was still happy the little boy won the Super Bowl. Now, whether he said something about Zimmerman, whether his girlfriend white, whether he leans toward the white side of his family is irrelevant because it had nothing to do with what I was looking at, the football game. Now, if he was a politician, if he was a teacher, he was teaching my kids, and he had these feelings, and he wasn't all that popular, then maybe. And still, I probably wouldn't care because I teach my kids, and I teach Nick at home. I don't just let him go to school and learn. He learns at home as well. So he ain't got no one side. Can't no teacher just change his mind because he gonna see all the sides, and maybe you need to get, you know what I'm saying? And if you choose to go to the side I don't favor, I can't do nothing about that because I can give you the tools. I can't make you use them. And that includes your kids. People become invested. Yes, they do. But here's the thing. Don't become so invested that just because you don't like something somebody said, now I got to be mad about the Super Bowl because I found out the little boy said something I ain't like. Hey, man. Yay, Chiefs. That's him and his thoughts and shit. I don't care. I don't. Because let me tell you something. Yes, all levels are not just the presidential. Yes, let me tell you something, babies. Let me tell you something. firmly believe that one of the reasons that the 49ers didn't work is because of karma. Didn't win. It's because of karma. I do. Now, y'all got rid of that boy because he took a knee. There have been people sitting and taking a knee once they started, because understand they have not always done this Pledge of Allegiance and all that stuff at the game, because it's not a political situation. It's a football game. So you need to read up and understand that that's not always been a way. You need to understand where that came from. Okay? And I want everybody in the chat who has stood up at their house. How many of y'all stood up and put your hands on your chest when Whitney sung the national anthem? How many of y'all stand up at your home? Because if you're listening to it and you're still sitting down, how many? All right. So I believe karma's a bitch. And the 49ers found out just how bitchy she can be. That's what you get. That's what you get. Yes, whoever said that. Yes, T95. Understand this. Understand this. If you want people to bow to you, you don't force it on them. You rub it on them. You make them like it. You make them want it. Even if it's against their interest. Even if it goes against everything else that they stand for, you have made it feel good. That's what they did with the politics. You see, sports is sports. Sports is entertainment now. You want somebody to think the way you think? You don't tell them, you don't beat them down with all this information. You make something that they love have something to do with what you want them to do. So the politics and the government needed y'all to love them a little more. So in come the sports. So in comes the what you call it. So now we're going to make the national anthem something. We're going to do this, and the third. That wasn't always in the NFL. She's right. Look it up. You said because child chokes. It ain't karma. Yeah, no. Here's the thing. I didn't even say Kaepernick was the best quarterback. All I said was how you did somebody. Let me tell you something. You go to work. You do your job. You may not be the best person that's doing your job. But you do your job. And you're getting better at it. You do it. Y'all got to understand how many people, I don't know, in the chat, y'all think every football team has went to the Super Bowl? It hasn't. Of all the football teams, I think 12 have been to the Super Bowl. You look them up, 12 or 14. The same teams go to the Super Bowl. It's a cycle. Not every football team has ever been to the Super Bowl. And it takes a lot to get to the Super Bowl. 49ers are one of those teams that go to the Super Bowl. The Chiefs haven't been to the Super Bowl since 50 years. So get that to you. The Redskins, who couldn't keep a quarterback from dying. They just broke all the quarterbacks for a little while. They got 4 rings. Giants, 4 rings. Oh, no. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about initially, baby. Anastasia. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about initially when he was terminated initially. All this other stuff is irrelevant. I don't care. I don't care. All this other stuff. I'm just talking about the initial situation with San Francisco. I'm not talking about anything after. I'm not talking about the money he took. I'm not talking about that. All I'm saying is initially. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot behind that. Trust me, I'm sure that there's a lot going on. Then we're never going to know 100. And I'm not going to say that Colin is 100 on that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that perception. See, you talking about reality, Anastasia. I'm talking about perception. He took a knee. He respectfully took a knee to make something be something people talked about. And he was terminated for that. That's it. I'm not talking about anything subsequently after that. I'm not even talking about the teams that didn't want him, because by then, once he made that political stand and the 49ers got rid of him, nobody was going to sign him. That's just the way it is. I don't care how awesome he was. I don't care if he won the damn Super Bowl. I know how the shit works. That's how it works in the real world. Once you take a stand, once you take an unpopular stand and one thing don't want you, nobody wants you. It is what it is. I can't even say nothing about that. However, right, he peacefully protested. It was his constitutional right to do it, and they terminated him for that. I don't want anybody to be terminated and not be able to take care of themselves. This man had money, so he was still able to take care of themselves. But imagine if you did something, if you went to work and you saw something that was going on that just hit your spirit and your soul in a bad way, and you protested, and because of that, you can't work anymore. And because of that, you can't work anywhere anymore. That's when I have a problem. My problem is not what happened subsequently. My problem was initially. If you exercise your constitutional rights and you were punished for that, that is my problem. Yeah, Michelle couldn't wear no sleeves. She couldn't. Yeah, but then but the new first lady can be butt ass naked with another girl. But they don't like the gays. Hey, give me 1 second. I gotta run to the bathroom. I don't have a backup plan. Baby, if you're watching this, could you talk in the chat? Everybody keep talking, keep going. Y'all know what your girl doing. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Might ain't be 2 minutes. I gotta pee. And your girl is back. Sorry about that. Woo. All right. Wait a minute. Facts. I don't know what happened. Hold on, y'all. Ain't got my glasses on. Let me get them on. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, yeah. Okay. No one wanted him before he took a knee. He was trash 2 years. Sorry. He was the best thing. Well, no, Anastasia. He was not trash, baby. He was not trash. He was not trash. Now, you may not like him. And you may not, but he was not trash. The baby could still play. He's still quarterback. Better than the majority of the quarterbacks y'all got here now. Y'all know that, right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not a sports person. but I play one on TV because I have absolutely positively nothing to do at work. 5 days a week, I watch sports. Football, basketball, baseball. I hate baseball and soccer, but hey, it is what it is. Again, I say he was better than a lot of quarterbacks playing today. Like I said, and I'm still not talking about, I'm still not going to subsequently what happened. All I'm saying is initially, you still were let go because of your
high.
You still let go because of your, like I said again, I don't live sports, baby, but I work at a sports bar, so with 70 TVs, so I have no choice but to watch them. But then I say, like I said, I was only talking about his initial situation, not all the subsequent stuff afterwards. I was talking about the termination period in the discussion. That's all I was talking about. Yeah, but I forgot what the hell I was saying.
You was talking about the initial sports.
Oh, we talking about Colin, and somebody said something about the karma, and hey Joe, yes, we already said R.I.P. Kobe and Gigi and the other people. All I was saying was that I had issue with the initial situation. Everything subsequently happened because the reality is that's their money. If you think, let me tell y'all something. There are some people who are out there who really care about the world and the people in it. But most of the people out there trying to get a bag for them and their family. Like when people got pissed off with Jay-Z. Now, if y'all think that he give a shit about y'all being mad with him, he don't. Because he's trying to secure the bag for him and his family. For generations of his family. Not just for right now, but for generations. And sometimes you have to do unpopular shit to do that. See, but it's Anastasia. Where's Anastasia? It's all about perception. That's what I was thinking about. Super Bowl, Beyonce and Jay-Z did not stand up for the national anthem. They said it was not because they were protesting. They didn't stand up for another reason. But perception is reality. They didn't stand up for the national anthem. Regardless of why they didn't stand up, they didn't salute like everybody else. Or like everybody else was supposed to. It's perception. Yes, and I see what everybody else is talking. How do I feel about Kobe's tragedy? I am saddened because Kobe was a young man. He was only 40, 41. And he just had a baby. I'm sad that young man lost his life. I'm sad his daughter lost her life. I am sad everybody on that plane passed away. Because that was, it's disheartening. It wasn't a natural disaster. They didn't get sick. 9 people went up. 9 people didn't come back. Children lost their lives. Parents lost their lives. Parents lost kids. Children lost parents. I think that we should mourn the loss because at that time, when I heard that, all I want to do is hug Nick. I think we take things for granted. I think we think life will be there always. And I think we should live our lives. I think we should confront the things that scare us. Try the things that we love. Tell the people that you love them. You ain't got to be nice to everybody. Stop trying to be nice to everybody. If you don't like somebody, don't deal with them. I think that shortens our life as well. You taking time out your life to be mad with somebody, just they don't exist. Life is meant to be lived. So live it. Love, be happy, be sad, cry, laugh, sing, dance. Remember that at one point you won't be able to. So people, they say when you die, your whole life flashes before your eyes. Don't let the last thing you see before you meet your maker be all the things you didn't do. Do it. Do it all. And that's what Koby, the passing of Koby and the people in the plane did. They made me realize to just do it all. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. But that's okay. Hug your people. Kiss your kids, even when they're old and don't want to be. Dance. Play in the rain. Sing loud. Dance in the car. Eat the sushi. Eat the snail. You never know, you might like it. Yes. Say thank you every morning you wake up, because trust me, somebody didn't this morning. Somebody did not wake up. Somebody just lost a parent or a sibling or a spouse or a child. So be thankful and grateful. That's what Koby, the passing of the 9 people on the plane, taught me. That I'm grateful for every day that I wake up. And I am more than grateful for the people in my life. And that includes y'all. Life is short, people. Remember that. Yes, T95. Well, in the chat, everybody, I don't know if people are paying attention to the chat, but they're talking about all the things that Michelle Obama did when she was in the White House for the kids, and change the diets and the initiatives that she set forth. Yes, yes, Asia. All the things Mrs. Obama set forth. Yes, the present administration is trying to change all the things that the Obamas did while they were in office. Taking credit for the good things, trying to change the things they didn't think were good or were not positive toward them. But the reality is that you can't erase somebody's legacy just because you don't like them. You hear me? You can't erase somebody's legacy. You can't erase somebody's accomplishments just because you think you can. All the things that, all the positive things that were set forth by the Obama administration still live. All you got to do is know the facts, people. Google stuff. Google it. So they can try to change us. They can try to change what they did, but the reality is that we won't be changed. That's all you have to think about it. We won't be changed. We won't be silenced. We won't be pushed back. We're going to draw the line in the sand, and we're going to stand by that line. Thank you so much, Kitty. I appreciate that. Thank you. Nah, he's never going to come back, but that's okay. He's still doing things. That's the thing. Regardless of what you think about Kaepernick, he's still doing positive things, and that's cool. He brought attention to the subject he wanted to bring attention to. And here's the thing that I have to say about that. I am raising a black man, and I have to tell my son to be careful of things he shouldn't have to be. And I have to show him why. You do understand how many parents, mothers, have buried their children at the hands of the police. So here's the thing. Regardless of what you think about Kaepernick, he brought attention to a subject that needed to have attention brought to it, that needed to have light shined on it. I don't care about his football career. I don't care about whether he play again. I don't care about the 49ers. However, I do appreciate that he shined a light on the brutality that people of color face every day. So, thank you, Mr. Kaepernick. I applaud Koby Bryant for the things he did after his basketball career, for the sacrifices he made, and for the change he tried to effect. You can't say nothing bad if you haven't tried to effect change and you just benefit from it. Think about what we benefit from when these people do everything. When celebrities do the things that they do, when he brought attention to the abuse, when Kobe is out here teaching these kids and bringing attention to things that we don't really know about because we're not in that light. You don't have to agree. If you don't think Kaepernick was good enough to play football, cool. That ain't my problem. My problem was why you fired him because he just said don't shoot black people no more, police. If they need to be shot, here's the thing. Hey, if they need to be shot, I ain't got no problem with that. If they shoot at you, shoot back. That. You got more bullets. Use all the bullets if they shoot at you. Use them all. But if you too scary as a police officer to use your words and you have to use your guns on the black people, then maybe you need another job. And that's the light we're trying to shine. That's what we're trying to say. Raise your hands, put your hands down, put your hands in front of you, put your hands behind your back. How the hell are you going to do all that at the same time? Hey, Leilani. Yes, baby, people of color. All brown from all shades of the rainbow. All shades of the rainbow, Joe. Every color, every ethnicity, everybody who has felt that. Brown people, black people brown too, baby. It's all shades. We come in all shades and colors. But when it's a color other than one that's in power, we are subject to a disproportionate amount of death in our community. Yes, Kitty. Black, brown, yellow, red. We're subject okay. We're subject to a disproportionate amount of death at the hands of law enforcement. I'm not saying police officers do not feel free to protect yourselves. If somebody's shooting at you, shoot back. Somebody want to fight you, fight back. Tase the hell out their ass. However, yes. However, I should not have to tell my son to be extra careful when the police stop him. Make sure you keep your hands where they can see him, even if you ain't doing nothing. Be extra polite. Yes, sir. No, sir. So you can make it home. Oh no, there's no discrimination, baby. I am biracial. I black, white. Keep it going. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care who you are. I don't want anybody to bury their child. I don't want anybody. Oh no. And no, Kitty. Y'all can't see it yet. It ain't popped up on yet. No. Let me tell y'all something. I love the police. I will call 911. What is your emergency? I have no problem calling the police. And I think they get a bad rap. Because here's the thing. All we ever hear about is the bad. And bad is always the loudest. But 9 times out of 10, it is always a minority. There are a few bad cops, but they just happen to be doing the loudest, most extravagant shit possible. So the light is always beamed down on them. But it puts the good people in shadows that they have to fight their way out of. Good police officers have to fight their way out of the shadows of what goes on when you have bad cops. And they, just like anybody else, just like in the hood, you don't want to snitch on your boy. Why y'all don't think the police gonna do the same thing? That's what I don't understand. You're right, Carol. Why do y'all think that? First thing y'all say, first thing we tell our kids is stop being a tattletale. Then when you get old and don't nobody like no snitch, why the hell y'all think the police gonna snitch on their boys if you ain't gonna snitch on yours? Don't worry, I'll wait. Why do you think they're any different? Like I said, we just happen to always shine a light on the bad. We always shine a light on the bad, and the bad is always the loudest. Everyone is human, and policemen are always the first few. Yep. Do not blame every cop for the one or two that are bad apples in the situation. My only issue is that you got to have somebody policing the police. At some point, you got to be like, look, dog, you can't be doing that no more. You ain't got to sell it to us. You ain't got to say none of us. But internally, I ain't talking about internal affairs. I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about as just a general rule. Y'all get together in the locker room and you're a police officer and you done seen them folks just keep doing this dumb shit. Just say, hey, cuz, dog, homie, chill out. You're going to get us all in trouble. That's my thing. I don't blame every cop. I don't blame any. See, I'm a case by case person. I'm a person by person because I understand that what I did ain't necessarily what you doing. It's like I don't play kindergarten rules. I don't play kindergarten. You remember when you were in kindergarten and one person do something wrong or say something and we all get in trouble? No, I don't do that shit. No. If you did it, you did it. I'm not going to get in trouble for you. And if somebody come over here saying something to me, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I do not believe. Well, no, baby, here's the thing. Snitching, well, if you ain't never snitched, you don't snitch on good stuff. That's just telling. That's just, snitching is I know somebody did something wrong. That's just what snitching is. Now, a snitch is somebody who tells people that I saw him do it and this is what he did, this is when he did it. Not snitching is just I ain't telling on my boy. Even if I know he was wrong, I ain't telling. If you but here's the thing, this is what snitching is. It's not, you can't. Let's talk about yeeting. What's yeeting? I don't know what that is. What's yeeting, y'all? I never said. I don't know what's yeeting. What's yeeting? Maybe you spell it wrong. I don't know what that is. Somebody tell me what that is. Well, God would know, baby. God is kind of omniscient, so we wouldn't have to tell God. But okay, Joe, I'm asking. You remember when you growing up, your mama didn't tell you stop being a tattletale? And then when you get older, don't nobody want to be a snitch in the hood? You don't want to be a snitch in jail? You don't want to be considered a snitch? That's just the way. I don't know why. I don't think keeping a secret is a sin. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not going. No, I ain't going to jail for nobody. Nah, I go to jail for me if I did it and I get caught. I don't know. I don't know. Is keeping a secret a sin? I don't know. I mean, because think about it. In Catholicism, when you go to a priest and you confess, The priest cannot tell anybody what you said, even if you confess to killing somebody. So I don't know if it's a sin or not. I don't know if keeping somebody's secret is a sin. I couldn't tell you. I don't want to lie and say it is or it isn't. So, but when people tell people their secrets, they want to be secure that the person they're telling. We were talking about Koby. That was the beginning. I've been on here about almost 2 hours, so that was the beginning. But we were talking about what Gayle King did, and I don't even have I'm claustrophobic. We were talking about how the questions were inappropriate that Gayle King asked, and but the responses to Gayle King's situation were also inappropriate. You can be upset, but I don't know who said it was bad, baby. I don't know. I don't know how that started. I don't know. I mean, because think about it. If you have a secret that you tell somebody, is it a secret if you just tell everybody? You see what I'm saying? Yes, he was. No, didn't say what he got. I don't know. Oh, that's okay, Lady AK. I don't know who said snitching was bad. I think it just comes in the fact that you don't want to be labeled as a snitch. You know, when you growing up, he got a lot because his human rights stance. Oh, you talking about Koby? Is that what we talking about? I don't know who we're talking about. I'm so lost. Who you talking about, Carol? I'm lost a little bit. But back to Joe on the snitching part. I mean, I don't know. I've always, nobody stop telling. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why, baby. I don't know. Who we talking about, Carol? Probably the person got snitched on. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't know who started the whole don't snitch thing. I mean, but when you tell somebody your secrets, even if it's not against the law, because we just assume snitching is against the law. But I used to tell my sisters it kept me from getting my See, that's snitching right there. No, I'm just playing. But yeet. Who? I don't know what that is, y'all. What is yeet? Somebody tell me. I don't know what it means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what none of that means. Let's say someone killed your fam and you know who's saying you wouldn't want me to. Well, I mean, if you saw it, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, baby. Depending upon the situation, that would be completely up to you. What I want you to, sure. What I want you to tell people, yes. But if somebody's going to harm you because you say what happened, I can't fault you for not doing it. You see what I'm saying? If somebody killed somebody I loved and you stand there and you saw them and you don't say nothing because you feel like somebody gonna hurt you or kill you, I can't sit up there and be mad with you for not hurting yourself because of me. You understand what I'm saying? So what I want you to, yes. Would I understand if you didn't? On some level, I would. I would still be pissed off, but it wouldn't be you I want to hurt. It'd be whoever hurt my people. But I could understand if you decided that, no, I don't want to tell somebody because I'm scared I'm going to lose my life or be hurt behind it. Well, I can't fault you for that. I can't say nothing. I can beg you to say something, but I can't fault you for not saying nothing. See, that's my stand on that thing, because I'm going to tell you something. Just like we sitting up here talking about I wouldn't want to go to jail for somebody. I ain't going to jail for somebody else. I don't sit up here and know if I could die for somebody else. You feel me? If I'm sitting there and your family member or whatever is killed in my face and I saw who did it, and the person who did it is the kind of person who will kill somebody, I can't sit up there and tell you that I'm going to go to the police and say, yes, I saw him do this, this, and the third. Because then I'm taking my life and my family's life and putting it out there. I can only expect you be mad, but you also can't expect me to put myself in harm's way over something that I can't change. Now, there are people who do it, and I'm not going to say I wouldn't do it. But I'm just telling you, I could understand if you didn't. And you would have to understand if somebody didn't. You putting God in that. The reality is whoever is doing it, either committing the crime or seeing the crime and not telling, or seeing the crime and telling, they have to deal with God. Whether you want them to deal with God is irrelevant. They have to deal with their maker and their religion and their whoever they pray to. They have to deal with that situation. I mean, my thing is this. If you can't keep somebody's secrets, tell them don't tell you. If you can't keep somebody's secrets, if you know that you're the kind of person that cannot stand that and you cannot deal with shit like that, then don't tell me nothing you want me to tell somebody else. You can be upfront with people. Stop just bullshitting and being somebody kind of friend, sort of friend. I might be your friend, but if I gotta tell, I gotta tell. Tell them folks up front, I can't keep no damn secrets, so don't tell me none. If you got something you don't want people to know, I ain't your girl. Tell them up front. Don't get somebody to confide in you and thinking they can talk to you and thinking it's a safe space, and the next thing they know, everybody know what they said. That just ain't cool. And I'm not talking about in a police or crime situation. I'm talking about just you know, I don't really want to chew on them.
Oh,
what you want?
Nothing.
Oh,
what's up, y'all?
So snitching. Oh yeah. It's bad about snitching in the Bible. Oh baby, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. You be surprised if it was in the Bible. I was silent, but ye isn't it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was. My bad. What the hell is she? But if you can't keep a secret, make sure people know you can't.
I can keep a secret.
No, she can't.
Yeah, I can.
No, she can't.
You can't keep a secret. Oops.
No, she can't. She keep what she want. How about that? Hey, y'all.
I keep a secret up until you cross me.
Well, see, then you ain't keeping secret.
Well, you done cross me.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. If I don't give a damn, if we not hanging out no more, if you ain't my girl no more, you ain't my boy no more, and still ain't nobody else's business what the hell you told me.
Yeah, I can keep secrets.
Still ain't nobody else's business. You just because you fall out with somebody don't mean you start telling what they said, because that tells a lot about you.
Look, you know what's the crazy part? I kept a secret and the person passed away.
And you still supposed to keep it
and
after
I still
they
got
dead.
the secret.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. What's up, Leilani?
DC said, no. I said, no, you can't, DC.
I keep a secret, trust me.
Oh, T95. I didn't know what that was, baby. I felt okay. But
no, I can't keep a secret.
On the snitching thing, like I said, let me tell y'all something. I ain't going to jail for just anybody. I did that shit before. I have not snitched. Yeah,
she didn't tell. You should have told. If I known back then, I would have told for you.
Yeah. Like I said, but it was an experience I went through. It was what I had to go through. It is what it is.
Leilani, I got my cereal.
That being said, if you tell me something, I'll take it to my grave, because regardless of whether we still hanging out or not.
Show Leilani my cereal.
You show Leilani your cereal.
Leilani, I got my cereal. My Cocoa Puff.
That's gonna be nasty.
I know, I'm scared.
I'm be sitting over here laughing at y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all love to say, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Nasty, just nasty. Anyway. But in keeping
What?
If it's really deep and it goes really deep because 9 people are gone, it's the way they died. Families are without their loved ones. Well, think about it. Let me tell y'all something. As far as that goes, everything happens for a reason, bad and good things. We may never know exactly why the helicopter crashed. There are going to be, as time goes by, there are going to be conspiracy theories and what I think happened, what could have happened, what might have happened. But the reality is, it is not going to flip time back and make those people not get on that helicopter. All it's going to do is just make this particular sadness last longer. So she came back with the money she left with, so she was all right. She ain't come back with no extra money, but she came back with the money she left with. I think about So she came back with the money she left with. She ain't come with no extra, but she ain't come back broke, so she's all right. Yeah. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what they were thinking. It's sad because the loss of life. That's what the sadness is. But everything happens for a reason. Bad or good, everything happens for a reason. And some of us will never know that reason. Sometimes the reason will become clear immediately. Sometimes it'll just take time. And I firmly believe that some things just happen. They don't happen for any other reason other than it was that their time. It might not have been the time we wanted for them, but it might have just been their time. No other reason than that. So I'm trying not to end on a sad note. That's why, try not to end on too sad of a note. We always go off into left field and everything. Hey, Patricia, hey. I don't like gossip, but people always come to me with gossip because they know I won't say anything. I ain't got time for that. Yes, Joan. And that goes back to our snitching situation. Now, snitches get stitches. Snitches in jail get killed sometimes. People who testify against people have to go on witness protection, them and their families, because people are going to die. Yes, T95. I believe that as well. However, I will say this, and I don't know how this slides into that. Yes, T95. I think you got to live your life. But my thing with that, I think that there are some accidents. I think that some things are not necessarily planned, because think about it. People commit suicide. Hey, Michelle, people commit suicide. And if there's one thing that across the board in just about every religion, pagan or Christian or Islamic or just whatever the religion is, suicide. I don't know about Islamic, but I don't know. Suicide bombs. I don't know if people do that. I don't know. Anyway, suicide is the one thing you can't get absolved for. One thing that is just one of them sins that is just really don't do it. So I think that some death days may not have been exactly the one they were supposed to have, especially when you speed up your day, when you take that into your own hands. But other than that, you should live your life to the fullest and don't speed up the last day of your life. Try to extend that out as far as you can go. As when I was younger, I was like, oh, I don't want to be old. Now I got older, and I'm like, I kind of want to be old. But then, it is what it is. Whatever day I'm supposed to leave here, that's the day I'm going to leave. I ain't going to rush it. No, ma'am. I'm not going to sit up there and, I ain't know I had a dimple. I didn't know. This on that side. I didn't know I had one, y'all. My bad. They know I'm random.
In the
shit.
mirror.
They know this is the only time I look at myself like that.
in the mirror.
Every morning I wake up, I say thank you because I didn't have to. Every morning I get to see my wife and my kids, I say thank you because I didn't have to. I'm not gonna do no food challenges, Asia. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Y'all see the shit they be doing? Segue, time out. We're gonna go since Asia want to make me laugh. Let me make y'all laugh. Y'all see the shit they be doing? I wish I might eat a pickle, not a pickle. I mean that too. I wish I might take a piece of cheese, some jalapenos, and some cotton candy and put it in my mouth. Do you know the shit they gonna do tomorrow? I ain't gonna tell you. But it's nasty. Okay. I got a whole lot. Baby. Yes, T95. I be at work like them young kids, and then I sit down and my knees be like, bitch, you're not about to stand up right now. You're gonna be hunched over for a little while. So yes, my mind is 25. My body, however, is 325. Sound like Rice Krispie treats and milk when I stand up sometimes. Yeah, so no, Asia, no, not gonna do no food challenges. Ain't no use to me sitting up that line and say I'm gonna do them. I'm not. I don't wanna. Ain't gonna do it. Stop saying my name because I'm not, and I'm just gonna sit up there. It's how I'm gonna be. It's how I'm gonna eat something. Y'all want me to eat it? So I'm gonna eat it.
You stupid.
Just saying.
Kitty said no to the challenge for her.
Kitty, know what to say? Y'all can say no. I have somebody who will do the food challenges. She don't cook. I do the food. She do the challenges. There you go. Look here, I live in the moment just fine without putting jalapenos, cheese, and cotton candy together, okay? Or eating 2 times spice or eating something so hot, my taste buds just walk off my tongue, just walk off, just walk out. Just see them, you can just see them walking out the house.
Okay.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm just saying. I do live in the moment.
You live in the moment.
Well, I just ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. See, you know, that's yes, that was blasphemous. That was against all religions. Cotton candy, jalapenos, and cheese. That should that should be a torture.
Why gotta be a torture?
That should be. That should be it. Pain is not my no. That's just a mess. Ugh. And then they just think of the craziest shit to put in your mouth. Well, somebody said tuna and something.
Tuna
and cereal.
Fruity Pebbles.
And cereal.
You said
I said cereal. Who in the hell gonna put some fish with some Fruity Pebbles? The hell wrong with you?
Rico.
What do I have? Let me tell you something. Shh, don't tell nobody. I be high as hell. I still. Shh. I still watch what the hell I eat. The hell I look like. I ain't never been high enough to put some of this shit together. I'm like, God damn. They be eating, I swear. It's like they get extra high and think of challenges, but I don't know what they be high on because that ain't marijuana high. That's like meth high. They don't eat meat. No, that don't fall in the munchies, kid. Nope. They don't be for real high. They be like I said, they be meth high. Oxycontin high. That ain't weed high. Jalapenos. And cotton candy and pickles. What's another one? What's some more stuff? 2 times spicy noodles plus ghost pepper plus hot sauce plus what the hell? What's wrong with y'all? Really? Don't do it. This is conspiracy. Don't do it. She's been home tearing up stuff. Yeah. Now I done put some stuff together now. I'm gonna tell y'all some good stuff. Nope, not our kind. Now I done put some stuff together. Now I done put some bologna with some peanut butter and jelly because I wanted something salty. Now I ain't gonna lie. I was pregnant when I was doing that. That might have been a craving. That was one of them strange cravings. Some chicken bologna because I don't like regular bologna. Tastes funny. And some good peanut butter, some smooth peanut butter, not crunchy. And some good jelly. That was delicious. But I was pregnant at the time, so that might have been where. Nah, I might do that. I just don't like eating on camera, y'all. See, I done had these 3 taquitos and they done got cold messing around with y'all because I just don't like eating on camera. That's really what I'm. But you know, it's the sweet and salty thing, Lady AK. Just try it. Think about it. Peanut butter, whatever your favorite sandwich meat is, and jelly. It doesn't taste as bad as it sounds. I don't do it now, but it don't taste as bad as it sounds. Because, like I said, that was pregnancy.
Come here.
And since I ain't doing that no more, we ain't got to worry about it.
Go, Callie. Go, PD. Come on.
Honey bun, see, honey bun and cheese ain't bad because, like,
Come here. Why are you acting like you don't?
honey bun and cheese not bad because, like, if y'all ever had really good sharp cheddar cheese and apple pie, it's delicious. It's that salty cheese and the sweet apple pie. It tastes good. I like chicken livers. I love fried chicken livers. Love fried chicken livers and grits sound pretty good. I'm gonna have to. Thank you.
Fried chicken and what?
Fried chicken livers and grits.
Okay.
That sounds good. I have to do that.
Oh, got broccoli.
Okay. Yep.
DC,
Ask Brittany she want to fix it.
DC is cooking.
Ask Brittany she want to make it.
Broccoli?
Yeah.
I can make it.
Okay.
Yeah, sharp cheddar cheese. Got to be sharp. It's got to have that little bite to it and that little salty to it. Just get it in. Now I wouldn't mind a honey bun and cheese like that. I get like the block cheese. You can't use like the slices, like the American cheese. That's not really cheese. I don't know why they call it American cheese. You got to get the little block cheese.
Make sure y'all smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button for your girl.
I like
Lisa.
gizzards too, but sometimes they be chewy. I love livers when they fry just right. You got to fry them a little bit hard, not super hard. Cause see, sometimes you get them and you can saute them.
Lady AK said you.
What you said about the peanut butter jelly and
Oh yeah.
meat. But I like livers when they fry good. I fried some the other day that was banging. I'm gonna have to get some more. Just because I sat up there and thought about it. I'm going to need some fried chicken livers in my life. Nick would like them, but they got a texture thing to them. He liked the flavor. He just don't like the texture. And DC said she ain't going to eat them. I cook.
Just don't tell me what it is.
Last time I said I don't like apple pie. No. Now, sweet potato pie might get you gut black card because if that's the case, my black card big on. I don't like sweet potato pie. It's militant that I do not like sweet potato pie. I love sweet potatoes. I don't like sweet potato pie. I don't like any of them. I can make them. I don't like them. No, but I mean, I don't think apple pie is just. You don't eat that either. I don't think apple pie. Oh, smothered liver. Yes. Shut up, kitty. I gotta get that. I gotta get that in my life. Now T95, huh? I smell food, but I don't know what it is. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm a cheese person. I like cheese. I like when it was a good cheese. I like a good cheese. I like it prosciutto wrapped in mozzarella. I like that too. So with onions. I do shallots. I'm a shallot girl. I'm a little bougie when it comes to onions. I'm a shallot girl. Because they have like a nice little bite, but they have also a little garlicky to them. So I like shallots. Excuse me. All right, we have gotten so far off the topic. What you trying to say, babe?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I gotta edit the video.
All right, guys. So we have been on here over 2 hours. Thank you. Yes, Kitty. I like shallots. Because I stopped using onions because they give everybody in the house heartburn. So, but I started using shallots. All right. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for joining me. I'm going back to the beginning. I think that Gayle King knew better, but she chose not to do better. So that's why she got what she got. Oh, yes. Anybody who's live, anybody going live, if you're going live after this, please put your name in the chat. Say I'm going live so that we can all go to your channel. Okay? Okay. Yeah. I think she knew better, but she chose not to do better. So she got to deal with the consequences of her actions. I think that those who were extra disrespectful, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Come on now. We done got past that. You ain't got to get a woman death threats and none of that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't cool. Because what's going to happen is that we're going to stop paying attention to what she did wrong and start paying attention to the dumb shit you said. Don't take the focus off of the person that did the initial thing that we thought was wrong by making it worse. Okay? Y'all stupid, Joan. Love that chicken for Popeye.
Come on now. Chicken Popeye. That sounds good.
So
we do be
yeah. We all have to take our stand. We all have to draw a line in the sand and stand with it. We can't keep letting people do stuff to us and then get mad because we didn't do stuff for ourselves. We cannot expect anybody to come in and be Captain Save a Hoe. Sometimes you got to save your own hoe. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying it funny, but that just is what it is. Everybody cannot wait for the knight in shining armor to come right up and save you from whatever it is you think you need to be saved from. Sometimes you got to put your own shining armor on. Sometimes you got to jump your ass on the back of your own horse and say your damn self. If you help one person and then that person helps a person, can you imagine the change you have affected by just that one act? And that's all we got to do. You don't like what Gayle King said? Say you don't like what she said and move on. Let her understand that there are consequences to her actions. Don't make it worse by needing consequences for your actions. Life is short. If the death of the 9 people in that helicopter crash did not show us anything, it showed us that. When they woke up that morning, they were going home that night to be with their family. They didn't. Live your life. Love the people you love. Stay away from the people you don't. And don't let anybody take you out of pocket and stop being yourself. But make sure you live your life. If you want to try it, try it. If you don't like it, don't do it again. If you do, keep on doing it. If you do something that's hurting other people, stop. Because at the end of the day, the person you're going to hurt the worst is yourself. Trust me, there are repercussions and the universe will affect its revenge on you. And it won't just hurt you. It'll hurt those that had nothing to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? Kitty, make sure you keep typing that. Remember to vote. Remember to tell your kids that are voting age to vote and tell them why it's important that they vote. Don't just tell kids to do stuff and don't give them context and give them information as to why, because they won't do it. Stop telling people to do something and don't tell them why they should do it or show them where it benefits them, because sometimes people just need to know that the shit they about to do is going to help them in some way, and that's all they need to push them over. Don't say just vote. Tell them why it's important. Tell them what's going to happen if they vote and they affect change. Start affecting change and watch what happens. Spend your money with people who want your money, not who want to deal with you, not just your money. Hear what I said? Spend your money with people who want to deal with you, not just your money. And stop being mad when shit happen if you keep going to places where people treat you like you're trash and giving them your money. If somebody don't like you because you black, go somewhere else. That's fine. You ain't gotta like me. Goodbye. Let me take my green money and go with somebody else. If somebody don't like you because you're a woman, go to somebody who do. Stop allowing people to do things to you and then get mad when it happens. All right, guys. My iPad said low battery, which is telling me to get the hell off of here. So make sure you like this video if you haven't already liked this video, guys. I appreciate it, and I'm going to say it each and every time. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it. See what my daughter said? Stop making folks rich that don't give a shit about you. Now, what was I saying? Like this video if you haven't already liked the video. Yes. Everybody have a great week. Make sure you share this video. Why not?
Tell your friends and family to subscribe.
Share. Why not? It might get to somebody. Somebody might see it and go, damn, I'm thinking that too. And then they get somebody else. Comment on this video. Comment on when you see the replay. Comment for me, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and what you want to hear next. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. If you just passed my video and you decided you thought it was cute, but then you like what you heard, make sure you subscribe so you can hear again. And hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video, I do some cooking or we go live, that you guys can join us and watch us and be a part of this. That is the Bomb Squad, my beautiful, lovely family of squad. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Tony. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all supporting us. I promise I appreciate each and every one of y'all that come and y'all hang out with us. Leilani, Asia, Joan, everybody. I can't see. Brittany's my daughter. T95, sister from another mister.
Asia, T.
Asia, I did Asia already. No. Hold on.
Everybody.
Kitty is new. Hey, Kitty Cadillac. I like your name because she like grits and I like that. Everybody. Joan and hold on, I'm trying to get up here, y'all.
Everybody.
Yeah, Michelle.
Every
If I didn't say hello, I say hello now. Carol Williams, you know what's up. All right, so anybody I missed?
Yeah.
Yes, Joan. If I missed you, that didn't mean I don't love you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is your girl Lisa. This is Real Talk. We talk some real shit, and this is every weekend. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me in this Real Talk. That is.
Yeah.
And that's my baby. His voice will change though. He don't sound like this no more. 2 times Franks and blogging, man. That's what he sound like now. With the Bomb Squad. Do a number with a K. We gotta get him to do it again. See how it sound now.
DCKOOLAID, Lisa, and Nick too. With Charles and Bobby with a night YouTube life. We love our fans and supporters. We apparently do. So come on down to Bomb Squad Town. Have a seat watching videos.
Love you too, John. Love y'all. Glad the like button. Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad. Hey.